Hi, today we are going to learn different ways to connect to AWS EC2 instance. So there are basically five ways to connect to EC2 instance. One is via SSH, another is via Putty, third is via Session Manager, fourth is via WSL. It's a window-based subsystem for Linux. Fifth is Amazon EC2 Instance Connect. Okay, so we are going to see how to connect by to EC2 instance in different ways. So let's try the first way. I'm using mobile exterm here to connect via SSH. So most of the time I use mobile exterm only. Okay, while my mobile exterm is loading, see here. What I did is I created three instances of different types. One is Ubuntu, one is Amazon Linux, one is RHEL. Okay. Okay. So mobile exterm is started now. What I am doing is I'm doing a start local terminal. This will open a local SSH client. So let's go to any instance. Let's say I go to RHEL. Okay. In RHEL, I click on connect. There is an SSH client option. See here, Ashish 4.pem. Here what I did is in previous video, if you have seen, I created this PEM file and downloaded it and put it in a location. So let's try to connect it. I copy it and pasted it. And for Ashish.4pem, I have to mention the location. So my Ashish4.pem file is located here. So let me copy the path. Okay, so press enter. Okay, let's see whether we see here EC2 user and we are connected to this IP. Okay, so this is one way. Now imagine a situation when you have to connect to 10 systems. What you will do? You cannot open write this ssh-ipam this complete command, right? So what you have to do, you just create a folder. So I'm naming it as ssh aws connect, and let me create some new sessions on it. So so I will open bash. Okay, it's a local terminal. I click OK. Okay, and this terminal, what I will do, let's see, name it as Ubuntu. Yes, and let me copy this and replicate it. Duplicate session. One I will name as RHEL. Another one I will name. Okay. So after that, let me go to edit session. Okay. In advanced shell scripting, what command we have executed? So let's see that command again. This is the command which we have executed to connect to this instance is basically which instance? Mm, it's a Red Hat one. Okay, so let me put this setting in Red Hat one. RHEL, edit session, advanced shell setting. Okay, let me give the path. The path is this. Okay, so I can pre-configure it. But remember, as I am using my AWS account, my machines are temporary. So whenever I turn off my machine, this DNS and everything got changed. Okay, so let's connect directly now. See, we are connected with our Linux machine, which is basically Red Hat one. So let me see other session on Ubuntu. Let me click on Ubuntu session. So I will go to instances, Ubuntu, and click on connect. Check this, and in edit session, let me put this, and my PEM file say private signature remains same. So let me copy the location of my PEM file. Okay, so let's try to connect to Ubuntu. And the same thing we will report for Amazon as well. Okay, so let's repeat it for Amazon Linux. So let me go to connect, copy this, path of the PEM file. Okay, so we are connected to our three EC2 instances, and what I have to do, I have to just click only. Okay, so this is how to connect via shell using PEM file directly. Second way to connect to ECW is connect via Putty. Okay, so in Putty, once you install Putty, you have to set up in Putty on your system. So I have this ashish4.pem, right? So we have to use that file to generate the key. So let's see how to do that. Puttygen. So once you open Puttygen, I have to create load private key. So my private key is Ashish4, right? So right, and note here type of key to generate should be RSA generate. Okay, So I will name it as Ashish 4. Okay. So I have to generate the ppk file. I will name it as Ashish 4. Okay, so this will save your private key. Let me check. I think there was some message. Let me share the save it again. Okay. Yes. Ashish 4 ppk file. Okay. So here I have one private key. I have for one uh, one. I saved that key as a PPK. Now I will use this PPK to connect with my machine. So what I have to do is I have to start the Putty. So let's open the instances. I have 3 instances: Ubuntu, Amazon Linux, and RTL. Let's try to connect with Ubuntu. This is the IP address. Okay. This is a public IP address. This is a public IP address. So what I will do, I will mention this IP. Okay. I will name it as this is Ubuntu. So I will name it as Ubuntu. And in auth, I will mention the APK file. Okay. So username is Ubuntu and we are connected. So we can try this same approach to connect with other machines. So this is how to connect with Putty. So next way to connect with the EC2 instances is Session Manager. This Session Manager provide many benefits over the conventional method like SSH and Putty because it is based on IAM security, and most of the companies where they have production environment they connect via the session manager only, and this gives the compliance for many security requirements for logging in. Okay. So I'm not covering this session manager as of now. We may cover this in later sessions whereby we are explaining IAM access control. Okay. Next is WSL. So it's a Windows services on Linux. Basically, we have to install one exe which is provided by Microsoft, which provide an subsystem for Linux through which we can connect. But I think the better way is via SSH only because it's unnecessary create a load on your ecosystem. So better connected with any SSH client. So another thing is Amazon EC2 Instance Connect. If you see Amazon EC2 Instance Connect, it's valid only for Amazon Linux 2 and Ubuntu. So Amazon images and Ubuntu images supported, and there is a package in them is called EC2 Instance Connect, which supports Amazon EC2 Instance. Let me show you an example for this Amazon EC2 Instance Connect. So if you see here, I opened a Ubuntu machine. I open a RHEL machine. I open a Amazon Linux machine. So I will go to connect in all 3 machines. connect, and now third one, connect. Okay, so what happens? EC2 instance connect. Let me select EC2 instance connect on all three. Okay, so EC2 instance connect in Ubuntu machine. See, I'm able to connect or not. So it's a browser based access. Yes, I am able to connect. See here, Ubuntu is the user and this is the IP of my Ubuntu. So let me close it. The second one is RHEL. RHEL, as I mentioned, does not support the EC2 Instance Connect. So let's go to Instance Connect and try it once. See here, we got an error. Okay, now let's try the Amazon Linux. Okay, so it's connected. Okay, so we cover all the methods of connection through EC2 instance. This session manager is a more complex topic which we'll covering later. Okay, thank you.